So in this video we will learn about the brush tool. Okay, so this is my brush tool. You can increase or decrease size from here. Okay, just like this, or you can define your the brush type. Okay, this is the just like this soft round, this is hard round, and you can define the angle. Actually this is a circle, so the angle doesn't matter from here. Okay, so you see if I have this one color and I just do it, then it is making the paint just like the I'm using the brushing. Okay, so in this layer, but if you want to make it a new layer, I will just define a new layer for this. Okay, so first remove it and press Ctrl Shift Alt N. Now we will do all the brushing in this layer just like this. It is come under my pencil because this layer is beneath my this layer. You can just make it top one and it will come to this one. Okay, I'm gonna just hide this one. So this is the layer. You can also change the flow just like this. You see here it's being lighter because I just decreased the flow. And this is the opacity. You can increase or decrease the opacity. You see now it's working. Before doing the brush, just like before doing the brushing, you can increase or decrease opacity from here, but after brushing you can increase or decrease opacity from here. Okay, and this is the blend mode, just like the behind of this one. Okay, it's like the lightning or the multiply, then it will multiply the image. You can see the these two are being multiplied. When I come to this one and do the multiply, okay, so this is the blend one. Then do the overlay, and then it will work is like a overlay on this pencil. But after doing brushing, then you can change the overlay mode from here. Okay, these things, this tool will work after uh, the your work is done, and this is will when you are doing the work. Okay, so this is just like the pressure, always the pressure for opacity when off brush preset control pressure. Okay, so this is just like the opacity when opacity is 0, so this will not work. Okay, just like in the pressure, but we can enable this one to work it. And now just delete this layer. Now make it a new one. So this is the soft round and this is the hard edges. You see it will show the edges clearly, and it is the hard one. Okay, actually this is the overlay and is showing the overlay. Now when I just a new one, then it will overlay on my two previous ones. Okay, when I click to the normal, then it will, when I just do it, you see it's the normal mode. Okay, so alongside these are the more brushes. You can see here, you can do this one, and in this type of brush you can change the direction. Okay, I just delete all this one, hide this layer, and the direction is this. When I click here, change the direction, now its direction is changed. But if you want to change the direction just like on every click, okay, then you can come to here, the brush presets and brush shape dynamics, select this one, angle jiggles. Okay, the how much type of like how much angle you want to jitter, and then the direction. Now when I click and when drop it, then you see. Okay, all right, so it's an direction no change. So come to the brush, the scattering, rotation. Okay, and okay, so this is the thing that we want to do. So for this I have to select the brush. Okay, actually I have here a custom brushes, just like this is my custom brush. Okay, so just select this layer, decrease its size. You can decrease its size in the open bracket. Okay, and now come to this one, shape dynamics, control rotation, control fraction, angle, just like the 40%. Okay, and roundness is this. And now when I click here, you can see its direction is changing on my every click. So with this you can change the direction of the brush using this type of settings. Alright, so just remove it. And now okay, I'm gonna select a new layer and hide this layer. And okay, so this is my brush that I have just selected. Okay, and you can load the more brushes. It's like this one, settings, load brushes. If you have any brush file, just like the ABR file of the any brush, then you can just enable it here, that this is my brush file, the ABR. You have to just load it. Okay, click and it will load in your panel. And if you want to remove the all the that you have just loaded, then you have to just do only the reset, and it will reset the this one to the default. And the brush preset that you have just loaded, then it will delete all this one. And you can manage from here also, just like this. If you want to delete this type of these brushes and select multiple using the control key. Okay, so this is the repeated one. Now using the shift key we can just select the multiples, just delete, and it will done. You can delete the brush presets just like this. Okay, and now come to our, if you want to define your own brush preset. Okay, so first we will learn about the this one. And yeah, one thing is more just like the hardness. Okay, this is the hardness of the brush. You can see here's the being dark, and we can decrease it. Okay, so it's just a little bit difference in the hardness. It will change the brush hardness. You can see here, I just selected here, it's the hardness maximum, then you can see the difference. Okay, I just click here in just like 13%, and you see the difference of the hardness. So this is the hardness of uh, about the just like you see here is the edges. You can change the hardness of the edges using this hardness. Okay, and now if you want to create a new brush preset. Okay, so what we have to do, just like if I will want to create this pencil, use this pencil as a brush. So what I have to do, you have to just click this layer, select this pencil. Okay, just place your mouse here, control, hold on control, can click, and it will select a pencil. Go to the edit, define brush preset, name it to the pencil. Okay, and all done. And when you select the brush, you can see your brush preset here. And okay, you have to find the color, just like if I want to the black one, deselect the layer, come to this layer, and when I click, it will just draw same as my pencil, but it will now behave it as a brush. Okay, I will create a multiple copies of the pencil just like this. Okay, now my pencil is working, behaving as a brush. Or you can define a more just like this. I will just delete it, just a new layer. Okay, delete this layer also, come to this one, and now I'm gonna just make it as a object. Okay, so using the simple brush. Okay, this one, make it to the smaller. Okay, just like this, perfect. The more, this is the actually the smallest size. Okay, and here a little bit. Now I will just want to this one now. Okay, I want to define it as a brush. So what I have to do, this one you have to just define brush preset, define to the here. Okay, and now okay, now this is my brush, you see. And I will just change its direction on my just like on my every click, just like this one. Okay, the roundness is something, the control is rotation. Well, you see here the multiple. Now it will work is as a just like the share here. Okay, I will just load a man just like here. I will just load this one into this. Okay, and I'm gonna shave this man. So you can just make a new layer, make a size smaller, and you can shave this man just like this. Okay, so opacity, just decrease the opacity and a little bit flow. Now you can uh, shave. Okay, and or you can complete it shape just like this. You see, or you can find this color of the shape just like this is the color. All right, and now I will just make a shape here, increase its flow and opacity also. Now you see, you can make her make him shape just like, okay, you can complete it. So you can do things just like this one, but you have to do the professional work. So we just created a hair brush preset, but you have to work on this one. Okay, for this you have to just make it a smaller and smaller because these are the too small hairs. Okay, you see, so you have to make it just like a more smaller, and now you can create it just like this one, and you can also work just like this, the angles, the hair, you can complete it. Okay, you see, so just like this you can create a multiple brush presets. Or if you want to create a preset of this man, then you can also create a preset of this man. You only have to do just cut out this man from image. Okay, and you add it, and you can just define a brush preset of this man. Or okay, I will show you the one more example of this bulb. So I'm gonna select this layer, cut it out from this the my complete image. All right, I'm gonna select this object completely, and now Control J to cut it from the image. Oh, so something is missing, so select this one also. Now Control J, delete this layer. Now I have my bulb. Control Shift Alt N and make a new layer, the white background. Okay, now select this layer, edit, brush preset, name it to the bulb, and now delete this layer. Okay, and now select the brush. You see here the brush bulb preset. When you okay, select the color and single click, and it will make it a bulb. Okay, now but it will behave as a brush. You can create a multiple bulbs of different sizes. So this is how the brush preset will work, and you can define it the just like the overlay. Okay, and now you can overlay the bulbs. Okay, one bulb onto the another bulb. So just like this you can create a multiple copies of the brush, or you can define any image or any object as a brush using the brush preset.